Hello guys, today we're going to do multi-step exponent rules. This is the real thing right here. This is what we need to be able to accomplish. So these are going to be multi-step. I hope you write this down, put it in your notebook so that you have reference. That's the best way of learning. Please learn how to be a proactive learner, especially as we get further along into content. So let's go ahead and try the first one. As you can see, we have 3y to the 5th to the 4th power divided by 6y to the 7th. So there's quite a bit of steps on this one. And if we remember order of operations, before we can divide, we have to do exponents. So we're going to talk about PEMDAS. That's what this means, PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and then addition and subtraction. So within the parentheses, because let's look at the parentheses first, we have 3y to the 5th. There's nothing we can do there. So the next step is to do exponents. And we do have exponents in the numerator. So I'm going to write it like this just so that we can understand what it's telling me in the numerator. I have 3y to the 5th 4 times. Again, some of us may have seen a shortcut here, but I like to write it out to kind of visualize exactly what it's telling me. That is what is in the numerator, all divided by what's in the denominator, 6y to the 7th. So we have to simplify that. Again, we're multiplying all these, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, that's 81. And then we also have the y's with the common bases. We are multiplying all these y's, so we got to add them all in total. We got y to the 5th, y to the 5th, y to the 5th, y to the 5th. So in total, we have y to the 20th. So that's what is in the numerator. Now we're going to bring down the denominator because it's still there. And now we're going to simplify. We have 81 over 6. 81 divided by 6. So let's see what that gives us, because I know maybe 81 is divisible, not sure. 81 divided by 6. I'm going to make it into a fraction. It is 27 over 2. So that's going to give me 27 over 2. I would have divided both of those by 3. And then we have y to the 20th over y to the 7th. Which one wins? The one on the top, and by how many? 13. So here's my answer. 27 divided by 2 and y to the 13. Again, these are multi-steps, so writing them out is a very good strategy to try. So let's go ahead and try the next problem. This one is a little bit trickier. Take a minute and ask yourself, why is this one trickier? What about it? Pause the video if you need to think about it a little bit more, but we are going to move on. The 2 is on the outside, so it's not raised to the 5th power. Again, remember, we need to do PEMDAS, parentheses. There's nothing to do in the parentheses. Exponents, then multiplication and division, and then addition and subtraction. So we can't forget PEMDAS. So I'm going to do the exponent on the top. Again, that 2 is not to the 5th power, so I'll just write it once. What is to the 5th power? P to the 2nd. So that's going to be P to the 2nd times P to the 2nd times P to the 2nd times P to the 2nd. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired of saying that. There we go. So now I'm going to carry everything in the denominator because there's nothing to do there. There's no parentheses or exponents. All right, so now we got to simplify. I have a 2 in the numerator that I can't multiply with anything. P to the 2nd, P to the 2nd, P to the 2nd, P to the 2nd. In total, I have P to the 10th because there's 10 P's in total. And then we got 5P to the 5th. So now we have to simplify it. We have 2 over 5. That does not simplify. 2 over 5. And then P to the 10th over P to the 5, which P wins, the one's on top, by 5. And so there's my answer. All right. Hope you've been writing this down. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Again, take it step by step. Rewind the video if you need to, because I know sometimes hearing it twice helps. Go ahead and try this problem right here on your own. Pause the video, try it, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so I hope you paused the video by now, and let's look at the numerator. Is there anything I can do to the numerator? There's no parentheses, there's no exponents, so no, there's nothing I can do to the numerator just yet. Now let's look at the denominator. The denominator has 4x to the second. That's exponents right there. I have 4x times 4x because it is to the second power. So now I'm gonna rewrite that. So I got 20x to the 9th over 4x times 4x. So 4 times 4 is 16. X times x is x squared. And now I have to simplify. 20 and 16. This one's a little bit easier for me to simplify, so I'm going to try to do this one in my head. I'm going to show you my steps here. I can divide both of those by 4. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So that's 5 over 4. I simplified that fraction. Now let's go ahead and look at x to the 9th divided by x to the 2nd. Which one wins? The one on the top. And so there's my answer. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or email me, or join my online session that I'm holding. Hopefully you got that one right. So go ahead and try the next one. Pause the video, try the next one. So let's go ahead and do it now that you've paused the video and given it a try. Let's look at the numerator. The numerator has 3x to the 4th power. Therefore, we have everything up there 4 times. So I'm going to write it like that. 3x to the 4th, 3x to the 4th, 3x to the 4th, and 3x to the 4th. Alright, and if we look at the denominator, we only have 5x to the 5th. So we don't have much there. And now we're going to simplify this all. We have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which gives us 81. Then we have x to the 4th. There's 4 x's, 8, 12, 16, x to the 16th power. And then I'm going to carry down my denominator, 5x to the 5th. And now we have to simplify here. 81 and 5. There's no number that is divisible into both of them. So 81 over 5 stays the same. And then we're left with x to the 16 over x to the 5th. There's more x's in the numerator. Therefore, the numerator wins by how many? By 11. So there's our answer. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to get some practice online. Again, there is Delta Math on this you can try. Just let me know. Have a great day. Bye-bye.